clear reason for your book and a plan, your outline, will help motivate you on those days when you just don't feel like writing. And the newly updated in 2021 4 T's will help you write faster than ever before. If you want to write a book in record time, then this video is for you. Hey there, I'm Julie the Book Broad, founder of a fabulous self-publishing services firm called Book Launchers. My grandma Broad taught me from a young age that if I'm having a bad day, it's my fault. My choices determine my outcomes, and as a result, I don't need much external accountability. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And I quickly get stressed out if I don't. I wake up at 4 a.m. and think about all the things I forgot to do or commitments that I made that I haven't fulfilled yet, and it can be really hard to go back to sleep. The result is I get a lot of stuff done. And I also have an extraordinary team at Book Launchers that helps me with that too. But ultimately, if you're struggling to write, the 4 T's will help, but nothing will replace internal motivation. Feeling connected to a reader and knowing you must help them with a problem they're facing and feeling excited about how you can do that will fire you up on the toughest days. But for the days when you're motivated and you just need a plan, here's the 4 T's. Oh, and if you read Self-Publish and Succeed and you're thinking, wait a minute, wasn't it 3 T's? Well, you're clever. And you have a great memory. But it's evolving like I am. I'm always learning, testing, and sharing. So here's the updated 4 T's for you. First T, topic for tomorrow. When you are finished writing for the day, note what you will start writing the next time you sit down. This is essential because you don't want to waste 30 minutes reading the stuff you wrote last time to refresh your memory and get warmed up. Let me repeat that with a little bit of a different emphasis. When you sit down to write tomorrow, do not read what you wrote the day before. Get it? Every time you finish writing and wrap up for the day, start your next section. Include some rough bullet points for what you're planning to cover. Then, when you sit down to write next time, focus only on those points. Too many writers go back and read what they've written before, judge it, change it, and then before they've done any more writing, their time is over. It's even worse when you stare at a blank screen and wonder what you're going to write about. I wasted 20 minutes today trying to figure out extra video topics because my list is getting short. So if you have an idea for a future video, please post it in the comments below to make my list long again. And when you comment the day a video is released, you'll be entered to win some sweet Book Launcher swag. We have new videos every Tuesday and Friday. The point here is know before you sit down. The next T, target. Always have a goal. Perhaps your goal is to sit down and write for 30 minutes. That's how I work. I like to set a timer for 45 minutes and use that as a writing session. I turn everything else off and I focus on writing. And I personally have found 45 minutes is my sweet spot. Then I get up, take a break, and sometimes get to other work or go back to writing. Some people are good with word count goals. You might set a 500 or 1,000 words per day goal. Ideally, you have this goal and you're accountable to someone so that you aren't the only one who knows about this target. Our clients have writing coaches that are waiting for their work, but you could join a writer's group or post on social media. I find that it's easy to let things slide if nobody is waiting and watching, so do what you need to do to hold yourself accountable. The third T is time. Dedicate a specific time to writing your book. Figure out when you are the most productive and try to lock down that time a few days a week or even every day. Teach yourself that that is your writing time. I know you're thinking, I have kids, I run a business, there's always fires to put out. Well, here's a tip. Don't turn your phone or email on until you hit your writing goal. That way, you won't know about the fires. Great ideas and powerful visions are worthless if you do nothing to bring them to life. For me, I have had to get up at 5 a.m. and write before my son gets up at 6. I don't enjoy waking up that early, but to write the book, I had to do that to get it done. It's really as simple and as difficult as making the time. Now, if you're wondering if it's worth making the time, or whether you have the time it's going to take, make sure you subscribe to the channel because in a couple of weeks, I have a video called, Do I Have Time to Write a Book? That's gonna help you with that. Now, for the brand new 4th T, template. Now, this won't work for everyone, but if you create a bit of a template chapter and follow that, you'll always have structure for what you're writing. For me, I almost always start with some sort of a story to create engagement and set the tone for the chapter. And then I get into the meat of the chapter. I share a side story with some action steps or bullet points, and then I try to sum it up with a paragraph or two. That's me, that's my general chapter structure. One of our clients is writing a fable sort of business book, so he tells the story for that chapter and then shares the lessons from the story. Every chapter follows that format. Another book will open the chapter with the core problem or the big myth, and then spend the rest of the chapter solving that problem or revealing why it's a myth and what you need to do instead. We've seen so many different approaches, and there isn't a right or a wrong approach, but we have found that a template or a structure to each chapter makes the writing process faster for our authors. Did you like that new fourth T? Hit that thumbs up button if you did. Try it. It feels so good. Do you know what else feels good? Hanging out some more. So now that you know how to write faster, here's how you're going to write better. And if you're good there, then this is the latest and greatest from the channel right here. So go ahead, click on the next video. I'll see you there.